Hey, welcome back to Leopard Arena and Championship Saturday for the 2023 Charles K. Hately Classic. And the Lindsay Leopardettes played the third-place game earlier today and lost a close one in overtime. Excuse me, to Plainview, and ended up in fourth place. The Lindsay Leopards are going to play for the championship on the boys' side of the bracket. They'll take on a very good Bethany team coming up later on this evening. Right now, we're getting set for some bonus coverage here. And I didn't obviously drink enough water to get ready for this broadcast. But my name is Greg Peary, by the way, alongside Glenn Shoemate, JD, the engineer, Scruggs upstairs, along with Andrew, ESPN Lion. And we thought this one would be a fun one, Glenn. This is going to be a good ball game. You've got the number one team in 4A in the Bethany Lady Broncos, who are undefeated. I went back and looked up their scores. They are winning every game they've played so far this season by a score of 80-20.
Yeah, an average of 80-20.
Average of 80-20.
Yeah.
So their winning margin is by more points than most teams score in a game. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got, according to their coach, they've got 5 girls that are D1 level. And probably 7 girls that will play college basketball. So they've got girls sitting on the bench that would be starting for probably all the teams that they play.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch them. I'm sure for Comanche it may not be quite so much fun having to put up and play up against this team. But I go back and look. They beat Harding Fine Arts 94-0.
Yeah.
They beat Christian Heritage after that 95-18. They've scored 90 points plus 3 different times. Had 78, 78, 82. Blanchard was the only one that held them to their lowest scoring total, 57-26. Blanchard probably played them as close as anybody has all year.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just been they are the real deal. And so, and I was talking with you off the air, Lady Broncos have only got 2 seniors on this team. So as good as this team is, you bring back a lot of them next year. So this is going to be a good Lady Broncos team for a long time to come. But we know how good Comanche is. Played them last night, beat the Leopardettes by 9. But at the same time, they had they just could not stop Gracie Miller. And she came alive in that second half and really lit the Leopardettes up. So Gracie Miller's going to have the game of her life tonight, but she's going to have a lot of help. Yeah,
absolutely. And the star of the show for Comanche is Gracie Miller, and she is a phenomenal basketball player. But she's got her work cut out for her. The Bethany girls team, Lady Broncos, have 5 girls that are 6 foot or bigger. The star of their show is Keziah Lofton, and she is a 6-foot sophomore that has already verbally committed to the University of Oklahoma, and she's a left-hander, and she's the real deal, along with a lot of their other players. But it's going to be fun to watch such a good team play another good team. So we'll sit here and enjoy.
So, again, we'll have the Leopards and the Bethany Broncos for the championship on the boys' side coming up after this. But we're going to go ahead and get you a little bonus coverage here today. We'll cover the Bethany-Comanche game. So let's talk about the starters for Comanche, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard. They'll start number 12, Kylie Roden, the junior. Number 13 is Gracie Miller. She is a senior. Number 15 on the inside, Kinley Morris. And she can be tough to handle on the inside when she gets in there, but she'll have a lot of size in there with her tonight on defense. Number 22 is Camry Rendon, the junior, and they're rounding out the starting 5. Number 23, Breely Garlinger. She's a senior. Comanche comes in 5-3 on the season, ranked number 13 in Class 3A. This head coach is Megan Robbins, and she is assisted by Sandy Mitchell. For the Lady Broncos, they'll start this way. Number 2 is Zaya Van. Van is a 5'10 junior. Number 5 is Avery Marchino. Marchino is a 6-foot tall junior. Number 10 is Kaiten Donnelly. She is a 6-foot-tall sophomore. Number 32, the one that Kevin was just talking about, Keziah Lofton. She is a 6-foot-tall sophomore. And then rounding out the starting five, number 33 is Talia Van. She is a 6'2" sophomore.
Yeah, and there's a couple of Vans on, starting on this team. If you watch girls basketball for OU, that name will be familiar because they've got an older sister that is playing at OU right now. So the Van girls may end up there too.
There you go. Bethany comes in undefeated, 9-0 on the season, ranks number 1 in the state in Class 4A. The head coach is Eric Saylor. He is assisted by April Arthur and Tamirez Andrade. Greg Peary, Glenn Shoemaker here courtside as we get ready to do this one. And looking for a good ball game here. This will be fun.
I don't know about that.
And easy control from Van, and this I'll have to go with first names again. That was Talia. And then she turns around, pushes a three up from the left corner that's off the mark. Morris comes away with that miss.
Yeah, Lofton with the three to start off for Bethany with the miss. So Comanche, be interesting their strategy. You know, sometimes when you play teams like this, you want to shorten the game and hold the ball for an extended period of time, but got a turnover there.
And quickly in transition, a missed layup was there by Zaya Van, but the putback up and in from Talia Van.
No, from Keziah Lofton.
Was that Lofton that had
yep.
to put back?
Yep.
Full court pressure here from the Lady Broncos.
And steal by Lofton, and she missed the layup.
There's Miller working on Lofton. For your two best players out there, and there's a pretty big height difference between those two. Got into the corner. Garlinger back up top. Roden on the handle, trying to get away from Donnelly. Can't get it done. Morris comes back over to the left side to Miller. Miller into the lane. Stops, got her girl in the air, but sends it out to the right wing. Three ball up and good for Kylie Roden.
Yeah. Turn the lights out. Pull the plug. Comanche's got a lead.
3-2 Comanche.
Yeah, and then break the press right there, and Avery Martino misses the little gimme. And so Comanche comes down and got the ball in the lead.
Miller up top. Roden hands it off over there to Rendon. Comes back up top to Garlinger. Morris works it back into the left corner. Back out to Miller on the left wing. Again, takes her girl into the lane. Got almost double teamed there. Morris for three. That skips out no good. Rebound Lofton. And in transition again. There's a breakout there as Van reaches the other way and lays it in.
Yeah, they're snowbirding, what we call snowbird. When the shot goes up, they've got so much height with those 3 6-footers starting that the other two girls just take off to the other end. And it's called snowbirding, and you get the rebound and you just chunk it.
And Miller lost the handle on the basketball, and right there is Van, and Miller will pick up the frustration foul. Headed back the other way, so turnovers for Comanche leads to points at the other end as Miller picks up the foul. Zaya Van with an and one opportunity here. And free throw will not drop. Morris tips the rebound into the hands of Rendon. Miller will bring it up for the Indians, Lady Indians, I should say. Works to the right wing. This time she's got Donnelly on her. Throws it back out to Garlinger. Three ball on the way from Garlinger's off the back iron. Talia Van with the rebound. She takes it all the way down, stops, puts up the three off the front of the rim. It's no good. Rebound to Zaya Van. And into travel. The turnover Bethany. 6-3, Lady Broncos on top.
Girls championship game here, the Charles K. Hately tournament.
And there's a steal. Van knocks it away, gives it up. 3-ball on the way from Marchino, doesn't go. Long rebound is pulled down by Donnelly. Sent it back out front. Lofton for 3. That one's short. And a long rebound goes out of bounds. Turnover back over to the Lady Indians.
Yeah, Lofton's just 1 for 4 from the floor so far.
Miller gets away from 2 defenders, gets it down the floor to Garlinger. Rendon comes back up to Roden, right side to Miller. Miller fired the 3, but it was blocked by Lofton. The other way, the lob down underneath for Marchino. Back out to Lofton, up top to Leah Van. Now Zaya Van's 3 from the right wing is up and good.
Off the bank. The bank is open Saturday night.
9-3 start for the Lady Broncos, and the Lady Indians don't want to talk about it. 4:03 left here in the first. This is the championship game on the girls bracket for the Charles K. Hately Classic. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Tailored Creative Services is your one-stop shop for all of your creative needs. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services so we can talk about your next project.
Back here at Leopard Arena, the Charles K. Hately Classic, the girls' championship game between the Bethany Lady Broncos, the Comanche Lady Indians. Right now, Bethany with a 9-3 lead. Comanche trying to get up against this full-court press from Lady Broncos. Roden looking to inbounds and got it to Garlinger, but it hit the sideline out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. That's turnover number 4 against Lady Indians. So Martino from the sideline to inbounds, gets it into Zaya Van. That one will not drop. Garlinger comes away with the rebound. Miller pushes up the floor. Zaya pushes her to the wing. Goes back baseline, takes it out, sends it out to the corner. Quickly up top to Garlinger, to Morris, back right side to Rendon. Miller in the right corner, comes back to Roden between the circles. Lofton picks her up there. Now get back over to Rendon. Morris goes baseline, comes back out. 3-ball on the way is short. Lofton with the miss. She will quickly push the other way, takes it all the way in, runs over Kylie Roden and picks up the charging foul. Nice job for Roden to stand there and take that.
Yep, that's the first team foul. Each team only has 1 team foul so far. 3:22 to go here in the first quarter.
Subs in for both teams as number 11, Ginger Whaley, comes in for the Lady Indians. Number 22 is Ava Doris that is in for the Lady Broncos. And Morris struggles to hang on to that one. Also in for the Lady Broncos is number 21, Lucy McClure. 3-ball from Miller won't drop, but Morris comes away with the miss, tries to take it back down inside, but gets double teamed. And there is Lofton knocking the ball away from Miller. Actually, that is not Miller, that is Carson Bowles, but missed the layup.
Yeah, and then the putback by Zaya Van was off as well, and so Comanche catches a break right there.
Miller drives down, splits a double team, and she'll get contact. And she went down hard. So foul called on number 32, Zia Lofton. And Keziah Lofton's got 2.
Yep.
They called that on 21, my apologies. Yep. That one went on Lucy McClure. That's her first, team second. We have a timeout on the floor, 2:32 left to go here in the first quarter. Bethany ahead of the Comanche Lady Indians 9-3 in the championship game of the Charles K. Haley Classic. Let's take a timeout. We'll come back after this on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
We're back here, 2:32 left to go in the first quarter of this girls' championship game between the Bethany Lady Broncos and the Comanche Lady Indians. Bethany with a 9-3 lead, but Comanche with the ball under their own basket out of the timeout. Gracie Miller will inbound on the baseline. Sends it up top to Whaley. Comes back up between the circles to Bowles. The lob underneath for Morris. Got it back out to Roden for three. It's off the mark. Zia Van with the rebound. She'll push it all the way to the other end, but lost it going in, but they're going to call a reach in from behind. And it goes on Carson Bowles. It'll be her first, team's second. So Doris will inbounds, got it into a wide open Caton Donnelly, who laid it up and in.
Yeah, just the old clear out across and got the girl on her back, and so she was wide open for the putback.
Whaley had it knocked loose. Roden comes up with it. Roden had it knocked loose, but this time out of bounds. Tell you what, quick hands from this Lady Bronco defense.
Well, 6-footers tend to have long arms too, so that makes a difference as well.
Miller gets the inbounds. They'll look to trap her at the half line. Picks up her dribble in the backcourt, gets it across to Bowles, comes back to Miller out near the half line. Back over to Roden, into the right corner for Morris. Roden back to Miller, top of the key, thought about a long three, got around the screen, puts it up in the lane, it's up and good for Gracie Miller. 11-5. Lady Indians down by 6. Van sends it right side. Martino back over to Van, back inside to Donnelly. And Kenley Morris might have got a hand on that. They say she did. It's out of bounds off of Morris. Lofton right back into the ball game. Zia Van will get a breather. Garlinger returns along with Cameron Rendon for the Lady Indians. In the lane, easy one up and in for Caton Donnelly.
Yeah, Donnelly, the benefit of 2 inbounds plays for her 4 points.
13-5, 8-point lead for the Lady Broncos. 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Miller races up the sideline, right side, now stops in the corner, double team. And all right, we're going to get foul called on number 10, Caton Donnelly. That'll be her first, team's third. Rendon with the basketball. Work it around to Miller, got around Lofton, put it up top to Rendon, back over to Whaley right wing. Comes back over to Miller. Flip it back out to Rendon, over to Bowles. Now Miller at the high post, free throw line jumper on the way from Miller, skips out, no good. Rebound Martino. She'll push it up the right side of the floor, sends it up top to Lofton. Back out, 3 ball on the way, but off the mark, short. Long rebound out to Cameron Rendon. Gracie Miller will push it up. Doris picks her up, gets screened by Garlinger. Back up top. Rendon back down to 3, need to get a shot off here. Whaley does at the buzzer. I don't think they realized that the clock was that short. But it'll be an 8-point Lady Bronco lead here at the end of one, 13-5 our score. We'll send it back to JD. We'll hear some commercials. We'll be back with the second quarter of this girls' championship game and the Charles K. Haley Classic right after this. Time out on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
This is Jared Thomas from the American Exchange Bank here in Lindsay. We at the American Exchange Bank have one goal, and that is to be a great hometown community bank that offers great customer service, a friendly face, and multiple loan products to meet your short and long-term financial goals. Come by and visit us at 402 South Main at www.aebank.us or now on your phone using our new mobile feature. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
(13-5). Lady Broncos with the 8-point lead. Lady Indians will have the ball out of the timeout to start this second quarter. Miller will get it in the backcourt. Left wing, Roden. Garlinger back over to Miller, right wing. Backdoor cut, takes it in, tough shot. She'll get the and one. Gracie Miller drives the baseline right side. And gets the foul called on number 10. That's Caitlin Donnelly, her second. Donnelly checks out. Talia Van back in the ball game. Miller at the free throw line, drops that one. She's got 5 in the ball game. Makes it 13-8. 5-point lead for the Lady Broncos. Zaya Van on the handle, top of the key, hands it off to Keziah Lofton. Sends it all the way to the right corner. 3 ball is an air ball from Talia Van. Miller with the miss.
Tallest player on the floor, and her only 2 shots are 2 threes.
On the right side, Miller again. Comes back to Morris on the wing. Had it knocked loose, got it back. Flips to Garlinger. Rendon into the left corner for Roden. Back up to Miller. Lofton still on her. Nope, that is Zaya Van, and now we'll get a reach-in foul from Ava Doris. Her first 15 foul.
Yeah, that's 5. I mean, you can having a tough time scoring from the field. If you can get them in foul trouble or get these fouls built up and go to the free throw line, that's definitely going to be to your advantage.
Roden for 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Zaya Van, another rebound. Cut off on her drive, gives it to Martino, back over to Zaya. Lofton, top of the key, left side over to Doris. Skip it back over to Martino, right side. Doris gives it back up to Zaya. Lofton, back to Zaya. The Indians in that 2-3 zone has seemed to have made a little bit of change here. Now Zaya down the lane. Floater goes. Back to an 7-point lead, 15-8.
Yeah, that's 9 points for Zaya Van now.
Roden across to Miller, left side. Goes to work on Martino. Lofton picks her up. 2-3 zone here from Lady Broncos. Left side, Rendon. Up top, Garlinger. Back over to Roden. Down on the baseline, Morris. And her shot blocked. That's a good recovery down there from Talia Van. And being 6'2", that helps when you can reach that far.
Absolutely. Kind of running the short corner play right there, and can't even get a shot off from the short corner. She comes all the way from under the rim and blocks your shot.
Garlinger over to Miller, back up to Roden, to Rendon. Back to Roden, right side. She'll work back between the circles. Gives it up to Miller, right wing. Back to the high post, pass off the mark from Miller. Turnover number 5 on Lady Indians. Martino in transition, tried to dump it underneath, but threw it too hard. And I think we're going to get a reach-in foul called on Talia Van. That'll be her first, and the team's 6th. Oh, they did not call that on. They called it on, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I'm looking too quick.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them time to get it up on the board.
Yeah, Susie's a little slow on the gun over there.
Miller gets around her girl. Baseline jumper will not drop, though. Lofton with the rebound. She'll push the other way. Takes it all the way to the rack. Lays it up short. But there is Zaya with her 5th rebound, and she'll get fouled on the putback attempt. That one will go on Kylie Roden, her 1st and the team's 3rd. So at the line, Zaya Van. And that one won't go. Still a 7-point lead for the Lady Broncos. 4:56 left here in the first half. That one will go in. She's in double figures now with 10. 16-8, 4:51 left. Garlinger at the free throw line. Double team and then tied up. And possession arrow goes the direction of the Lady Broncos. 4:46 left in the half. 16-8, Lady Broncos over the Comanche Lady Indians. Lofton will bring it up. Zaya left side, comes back to Lofton, back over to Marchino right side. Lob inside, it's too strong. Rendon comes up with the turnover. It's 4th turnover on the Lady Broncos.
Yeah, they're trying to screen the zone there and get it inside. It's a good play, but you got to wait until she clears that screen.
Roden stands left wing. And bounce pass way too lazy, and that's an easy steal and a transition layup at the other end for Zaya Van, who's got 12 now. And it is a 10-point Lady Bronco lead. Coach Megan Robbins wants another timeout. 4:13 left here in the first half. 18-8, Bethany on top by 10. We're back after this timeout on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. I would like to invite you to join us for worship Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and for Bible class Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Our address is 1205 West Cherokee Street. The Lindsay Church of Christ is a group of imperfect people who love God, His Word, and each other. And we love this community so much, and we pray that all the students and teachers have a great school year. Come and join us at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
4:12 left to go here in the first half. Lady Indians with the basketball out of the timeout and immediately turn it over. Number 5, number 6. Oh. And the Lady Broncos nearly turn it right back over. Donnelly finally gets a hold of it, gets it to Zaya down underneath. Donnelly loses shot off the bottom of the backboard. Miller pushes it back the other way for the Lady Broncos, or excuse me, for Lady Indians.
Yeah, it's kind of different not doing the Leopard Lindsay game.
Exactly. Miller grabs that rebound, comes back out to Rendon for 3. Skips out no good. Lofton with her 5th rebound. And she'll flip it over to Zaya left wing. Fires a 3 from there, and it's up and good. Zaya Van is having a half.
Yes, she is.
21-8, Lady Broncos, 3:12. Roden back over to Miller right wing. Back up top, Garlinger. Rendon gets it left side. Back up between the circles to Roden. Garlinger back to Miller, left side. Roden to the high post to Garlinger. Back out to Rendon. Miller to the corner for Morris, and then she threw it away. And Lofton with the run-out layup at the other end. Just a 4th point for Keziah Lofton.
Yep.
23-8, Lady Broncos up by 15. They're on a 10-0 run right here. Into the baseline for Morris. Back out to Miller, and she threw it away. And again, Lofton's going to have an easy one at the other end. The run goes to 12-0 and makes it a 17-point lead. Miller on the handle. Zaya nearly took it from her, but whistled for the foul. Zaya Van's first personal. And that should be free throws. 7th team foul. So Gracie Miller will head to the free throw line. She has shot the only free throw for Comanche here in this first half. And she hit that one. She's got 5 in the ball game. 1-and-1 opportunity here. And she'll get that one to go. Slows down that run a little bit as Miller will go 2 for 2 and make it 25-10. Bethany still on top by 15. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Donnelly hands it off to Lofton. Skip it over to Zaya. And then nice play, bats that pass back. That was a Roden with the defense. Lofton back over to Zaya. Back up top to Lofton to the high post. Donnelly sends it back over right wing. There's a long three on the way. Will not go for Zaya, but she got her own miss. The floater in the lane this time will drop in.
Yeah, she just followed her shot right there and came right back to her and got in the lane for the little floater. Nice hands, Greg.
27-10. Another raise. Is that? Minute 20 left to go. 17-point lead for the Lady Broncos at the high post. Whaley sends it out to Miller. Back left side to Rendon. Back between the circles for Miller. Roden right wing. Again to the high post. Rendon sends it back around. Roden's going to try a long three. Will not go. Miller's right there for the rebound. Got the basket, and she'll get the line as well. And the foul called on Avery Marchino was her first.
Yeah, Gracie Miller trying to will them back into this game. She's got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this would be her 11th point this quarter. And she has all 11 points for Comanche this quarter.
27-13, 14-point Lady Bronco lead. Lofton takes off down the left side. Floater skips across, no good. And we're going to get an over the back. A good block in underneath from Kylie Roden.
I said 11, I meant 8.
You'll
My
learn,
bad.
you'll
Yeah,
learn how to add one these days.
I'll learn how to count.
You know, you aren't good at math. We all knew that. The foul call, by the way, on number 5. That is Avery Marchino. That was her second and the 9th team foul. This is a 1-and-1 opportunity for Kylie Roden. Had a 3 early in the game, hasn't scored since, and she won't there either. She'll miss the front end. 40 seconds left. Lofton just drives the lane, missed it short, and rebound tied up, and jump ball. It'll be Lady Indian basketball. Lucy McClure is back in for the Lady Broncos, along with number 0, Reese Harris, the 5'7" freshman. Bowles back in for the Lady Indians. Whaley gets the feed. Sends it back up top to Roden, who had her pass batted by Zaya. Zaya and Lofton in transition, missed it short, and then Lofton bats the rebound out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, if they'd have made their layups that they have had.
It'd be up by 30.
Yeah, but it's a 14-point game right now.
Bowles gets the long inbounds pass, and Zaya steals it from behind. And in transition, Lofton gets an easy one. 29-13, a 16-point lead with 3 seconds left in the half. Morris puts it up at the buzzer, hits the front of the rim, no good. But Lady Broncos will take a 16-point lead to the halftime locker room. 29-13 is our score here in this championship girls game for the Charles Clay Hakely Classic for 2023. We'll step aside and have some commercials. We'll come back with some official and unofficial stats from this girls game right after this on KBLP Live.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Back here at halftime, 29-13, the Bethany Lady Broncos on top of the Comanche Lady Indians, and it's been entertaining, Glenn, to watch. But at the same time, hats off to Lady Indians. They probably held Bethany to one of their lower scoring halves of the year.
Absolutely, and that second quarter really got away from them. They held them to 13 points the first quarter, 16 the second quarter. But, that second quarter was marred by about 3 or 4 runouts that kind of gave them 6 or 8 points that were just easy points when Comanche's making them run their offense against Comanche's defense. The Lady Indians have been holding their own against Bethany. It's just too many turnovers, and the shooting records will attest to that as soon as we get to those.
Well, and we'll talk about scoring. Gracie Miller's already in double figures with 10. She has 10 of Comanche's 13 points. So we talked about it in pregame. Gracie Miller can do what Gracie Miller does, but she can't do it by herself against this team.
Yeah, you pointed it out. She's definitely going to have some help. And so far, she hadn't gotten it very much.
The other 3 points came from a three-pointer from Kylie Roden, which was the first basket of the game for the Lady Indians. And then other than that, it's just been Gracie Miller with her 8 points there in the second quarter. 4 of those came from the free throw line. So for the Lady Broncos, it's been the Zaya Van show. 17 points in this first half already for Zaya. And then the Keziah Lofton has 8, and you mentioned the runouts. 6 of her 8 points were run-out layups after turnovers.
Yeah.
So she's had an easy first half with her 8 points, and then 4 from Kaiten Donnelly rounds out the scoring for Bethany. Lady Indians were 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and I've got Bethany just 1 for 3.
Right.
But Bethany is up in the rebounding category, 14-7. They've out-rebounded. And, again, you got a major height advantage here.
Yeah.
But, I used to have a coach that would always tell me, I don't care if the guy behind you is 7 feet tall, if you block him out and can't get to the ball. So,
right.
It still has a lot to do with blocking out. And again, I think Lady Indians have done a pretty good job of that. It's just tough when you've got 6 foot, 6'2" on the back line.
Yeah.
Coming at it, it's still, and you're 5'10". You know, it makes a difference.
Yeah, and watch the turnover.
5 turnovers for Lady Broncos, 8 for Comanche.
Yeah.
I think part of that difference is when you talk about the turnovers for Comanche, what hurts is the old term live ball turnovers. When you turn the ball over at the top of the key or on that wing, you've got runouts going the other way, and that hurts. I think 2 or 3 of these turnovers from Bethany have not given Comanche the opportunity to return the favor with those run-out layups. So, yes, Bethany's got 5 turnovers, but I would say 4 of those 8 turnovers ended up in wide-open layups at the other end for the Lady Broncos.
Right. And looking at shooting numbers for Comanche, it is not pretty. 3 for 6 from 2-point range, 1 for 10 from 3-point range. And Bethany has been in a zone for part of the first half. They did run some man, but for the most part they were in a 2-3 zone, and so the best shots that Comanche Lady Indians could come up with were 3-point shots. So that's why they've taken so many 3-point shots. You look at they took two 2-pointers in the first quarter and 4 2-pointers in the second quarter. So you know, it's one of those things that you take what the defense gives you, but they are only 4 for 16 from the field and for 25%, and that is part of the reason they've only got 13 points. Besides the you talked about the rebounding and the turnover disparity. 16 shots from the field for Comanche, 33 shots from the field for the Bethany Lady Broncos. 11 for 24 from 2-point range, 2 for 9 from 3-point range. Not a great shooting percentage, but 13 for 33 for 39% is good enough for a 16-point lead at halftime.
Absolutely. Well, again, this is just some bonus coverage for all of our subscribers to KBLP Live. They're on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe for us out there. But it's wanted to get a chance to watch this Lady Broncos team. Again, when you've got 5, 6, 7 girls on this Lady Broncos team, what is 5 of them already D1 commits or signs, or
well,
at least
have
D1 level players?
Yeah, that have been talked to by D1 level. I think Lofton is the only one that has verbally committed at this point, but that have had D1 schools looking at them. 5 of the Bronco Lady, the Bethany Lady Broncos, and then 7 overall that the coach thinks will play college ball at some level. So,
well, and let's add to that. So we talked about this Lady Bronco team. They've got 2 seniors on the team. Neither one of them have seen the floor yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about Lofton, Talia Van, Zaya Van is a junior. Lofton and Talia Van are both sophomores. You know, these are girls that are going to be playing for 2 more years. Mm-hmm. You know, so yeah, this is a very good Lady Bronco team, and they're going to be very good for the next 2 or 3 years. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Well, we have just about reached the start of the 3rd quarter. It will be Lady Bronco basketball to start the 3rd quarter. So we'll get you ready for this one. Martino will inbound from the far sideline for Bethany to get this one underway. Into the right corner, Martino back to Lofton. They've got Donnelly running the high post, and now she drops down to the low post, and Donnelly puts it in. Makes it a 31-13 ball game. And they got it to Morris, who got past everybody and lays it up and in. 31-15. Left side, Zaya for 3. That's up and good. Zaya Van with 20 in the ball game now. 34-15, Lady Broncos. There's a turnover for Comanche. Donnelly comes up with the loose ball, gets it to Lofton between the circles. At the high post, Donnelly turns around, comes back to Lofton. 3 ball from the right wing is an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. Rendon out to Roden. Over to Miller. Try to break this press. Rendon gets it back, crosses the timeline. And turnover Comanche. They're second of the half already, and Lofton at the other end lays it up and in. (36-15). 21-point lead now. Rendon right side. Comes back up between the rings. Down, Miller has a shot blocked by Talia Van, who picks up the foul. That'll be her second. First foul of the team foul of the half. Miller at the line for the free throw. She drains that one for her 11th point. Makes it 36-16, cuts the lead to 20. And missed the second one. Rebound comes down to Lofton. Martino to the short corner. Jumper from there does not drop. There's that 6'2" reach of Talia Van, who got the rebound and the putback. (38-16), 6 minutes to go here in the third, and play the Indians turn it over, and we'll have a timeout called by Coach Megan Robbins. Let's take one with them. 38-16 here with 5:58 left to go in the third. We'll be back with more of the girls' championship game from the Charles K. Haley Classic right after this timeout on KBLP.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
(38-16), the 22-point lead for the Lady Broncos. Still 5:58 left to go here in the third quarter. And will be Lady Bronco basketball as the turnover for Comanche right before that timeout. Coach Megan Robbins trying to figure out how to stem that tide. Lofton will bring it up. Comanche still in that 2-1-2 zone. They get it into the right corner, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was a moving screen on Donley down low.
That'll be her third. She'll check out, and David Doris will check back in. Rendon gets it in to Bowles, gets it back to that's Roden. Miller gets it over to Bowles, crosses the timeline to the high post to Morris. Nearly had it stripped. Miller gets it back, steps in, leaves it for Morris. Baseline jumper is partially blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Indians.
Yeah, they've had a lot of shots blocked this evening.
Lob up top for Roden, right back to Miller. 3-ball from the left corner, too strong, got her own miss. Takes it in the lane, draws the contact, they're going to say before the shot. So this will be, but the foul on Bethany goes on 33. That's Talia Van's third. And that will get Lucy McClure back in the ball game for the Lady Broncos. And steal off the inbounds play. Zaya to Lofton, who lays it up, and she'll get an and one. Lofton with 12 in the ball game now, and the foul called is the first team foul, but Carson Bowles picks up her second personal. It was not on Bowles. That was on
number
Kylie
12.
Roden.
Yep.
Lofton completes the three-point. Makes it 41-16. Steal. Zaya can't get the first one to go, can't get the second one to go. Roden will come away with a miss. Up top to Roden, left side to the high post to Morris. They work it back around. Miller down underneath, got a push on Garlinger as the foul will be on McClure. That's her second.
Yeah, she was two-hand shoving her
Miller trying to find someone, tried to force it inside, and it won't go, but they're going to say last touched by Doris. It'll be Lady Indian basketball. Force it out to Roden on the right wing. Back up top. Bowles goes inside to try to go to Morris at the high post. That one nearly knocked loose. Roden now to Morris. Miller on the right wing. Lofton out on her. Sends it left. Off balance pass thrown away. And in transition, that is Martino. 43-16.
Yeah, that's one of those live ball turnovers that we talked about at halftime. Just can't have those.
Bowles for three, skips across, no good. Rebound, Lofton. She'll push it and then throw it away. It was intended for Martino out on the corner, but that's just the sixth turnover on the Lady Broncos. Bowles and Garlinger will check out for the Lady Indians. Rendon is back in. Morris over to Miller. Whaley also back in. She'll get that pass that was intended for her, and it was stolen away. And in transition, Lofton will get another one, and another and one opportunity. Foul called on number 12. That is Roden's third, and the second team foul. She's had both of the team fouls here, but Lofton with another and one opportunity here. And she'll drop it in. 46-16. It's a 30-point lead. Lady Indians. Morris from the free throw line. Nails it. Nice job for Kinley Morris for her second basket of the half. 46-18. Lob into the corner. Zaya's shot off the mark. Underneath, though, is Martino with the rebound. Comes out to Loftus. Back out to Martino. Back over to Loftus left wing. Catch fire three. Rattles in. Lofton for three. And we've got a timeout called by Bethany. 49-18 Bethany. They have outscored the Lady Indians 20-5 in this quarter. And this will be a 30-second timeout, but I don't know. Too many weapons.
Yeah.
But I think the problem is 13 turnovers and giving them way too many easy layups at the other end.
Yeah, and it's been, a two-man show. Zaya Van and Keziah Lofton are just too good. I don't know what else to say. They're the best two players that I think we've seen all year.
Zaya's got 20, and Keziah Lofton has 19.
Yeah, 39 of their 49 points.
Right.
So
the Lady Indian basketball against this full court press from the Lady Broncos. Rendon to Garlinger, over to Millers. They break the press. Rendon back to the right side for Roden. Miller at the free throw line, up and good. Gracie Miller now has 13 in the ball game. Makes it 49-20, keeps the lead to 29. Left corner, Zaya down the baseline, spins, turns around, the 10-footer too strong. And the rebound with a good block out underneath that time for Whaley. And Gentry Whaley will get to number 21, Lucy McClure, to pick up her third personal. 15 foul, McClure is out. Van back in for the Lady Broncos. Miller skips it all the way across to Rendon, across the timeline, Garlinger. And Lofton backs a pass out of bounds that was intended for Cameron Rendon.
About took Doyle Gredemann's head off down there.
Miller gets the inbounds, works out between the circles.
They'll have to get Doyle a helmet.
There you go. Whaley stolen away by Zaya. Another Lady Indian turnover, and then Zaya from the right elbow steps up and drains it. She's got 22 in the game now. 51-20, 2:09 left to go here in the third quarter. Rendon to Whaley in the right corner. Whaley back out to Rendon. Roden between the circles, back over to Miller left wing. Goes to the free throw line. Jumper is short, but I think we're going to have a reach in on Lofton.
Yep, got her on the arm. Tie to Leah Van.
Van's fourth. 16 foul, but 2 free throws coming up here for Camry Rendon. And that one won't go. So McClure's back in. Second free throw coming up from Rendon, and that one will rim out no good. Lofton with the rebound. Works left side, steps through a triple team, and traveled with it.
Yeah, hop, step, hop. You can step, but you can't hop.
And Garlinger nearly lost that one. Roden gets it back. Now needs some help. Lost it. Lofton knocked it loose, and she'll get a layup. There's another one of those live ball turnovers.
Yeah, long arms. They can jab at the ball and get it without fouling.
53-20. It's a 33-point Lady Bronco lead. Miller races the other way, and she'll take a bump. And that'll be number 4 on Lucy McClure, who was in because Talia Van picked up 4. And so we're going to see Kate Donnelly get back in the ball game. But 2 free throws coming up for Gracie Miller. And she'll drain that one. She's got 14 in the ball game now. It makes it 53-21. Second free throw coming, and she got that one as well. 53-22. A minute to go here in the third. Zaya backs out, works to the right side. Miller is over there. She'll skip it back to Lofton left side. Inside goes to Donnelly, who got around everybody, lays it up and in. She
nice
has
move.
Very nice move. Garlinger all the way over to Miller left side. She'll go to Roden between the circles. Back over to Rendon. And that long pass batted away, but out of bounds by Martino.
Yeah.
This team is way too long, and that for that long of a pass.
Yeah, or that soft of a pass. You're going to have to gun that thing over there if you're going to make that skip pass and not let air get under it where those long arms can come get a hold of it.
Number 32, Jaylee Roebuck, the freshman, has checked in and replaced Gracie Miller for the Lady Indians. And then there's a turnover as Cameron Rendon gets called for traveling there, trying to get it across the half line. So 20 seconds left, 33-point Lady Broncos lead. Lofton will bring it across, goes to Martino right side, into the right corner for Zaya. Zaya gets to the right elbow, jumper's too strong. Rebound though, and put back will not go for the first one for Peyton Donnelly, but her second one will. And she'll get an and one off of it. Foul called on Gentry Whaley. That's just her first and only the third team foul, but this is an and one now coming up for Donnelly, who is in double figures now, has 11 points in the game. 58-22, a 36-point lead. Garlinger cannot get it across half court, and Bethany, with a huge third quarter, takes a 36-point lead at 58-22 at the end of 3. We will send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the start of the fourth quarter after this. This is the girls' championship game from the Charles K. Haley Classic right here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a fourth generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
So Bethany outscores the Lady Indians in that quarter 29-9. It was in fact, they matched their whole first half output in that quarter. They were 29 at halftime. And it was just a 16-point game, and now it's a 36-point game.
Yeah, and the disparity in shots taken are still continue. Bethany took 20 shots from the field that quarter compared to Comanche's 6.
Ouch.
So, yeah, Bethany was 12 for 20 from the field.
Garlinger intended over for Miller and threw it way over her head. That'll go as now the, that is what, 9, that's 17 turnovers. Lady Broncos bring it the other way. Number 11 is Madison McNutt, who's in for the Lady Broncos. Lofton takes it baseline, missed the shot, rebound tipped around, and Garlinger will come up with it. And Miller has it batted loose, and tie ball, possession arrow goes with the Lady Broncos. Inbounds, comes into the corner. Marchino sends it back up top to McNutt, back to Marchino. Inside, that is Donnelly, and Donnelly puts it up and in. Another 6-foot-tall sophomore for this Lady Bronco team. 60-22, Bethany. Miller gets it over onto the right wing. Sends it back up top to Roden. Over to the left side, Rendon to the high post to Garlinger. Roden for 3. It's short, right into the hands of Morris. That was just a pass.
Yeah.
She was just passing it to Kinley Morris.
Yeah.
Morris gets the basket for her 6th point of the game. 60-24.
Faked me out. I thought it was a shot.
Lofton for 3 right wing. No good. Morris had the rebound tipped out of her hands, and then the ball saved inbounds.
Oh, that's not backcourt. That is not backcourt. Well, okay, if they thought she had control and didn't just bat it back. Yeah, I guess they did.
So that'll go as a turnover on the Lady Broncos, just their 8th of the game. Miller gets the inbounds in the backcourt. Lofton will pick her up as she crosses the timeline. Miller works to the right wing, hands it off to Roden, who gets it to Rendon over on the left side. She works on Harris over there. Back over to Roden, right wing. Back up top, Miller. Miller gets around Lofton, steps through a double team, puts up a tough layup. Nice move from Gracie Miller.
She just kept probing and finally found a spot.
60-26. Miller with 17 now. That 3 from Reese way off the mark, but Marchino with the offensive board. Back up top, a long 2 will not go for Lofton, and rebound tipped out of bounds by Morris. So Lofton and Marchino will check out. Zaya Van returns along with Talia Van. Rendon to Miller. Miller double team. Pass, yep. Turnover, finally control gained there by McNutt. Reese, baseline jumper doesn't go. Morris tips the rebound. Miller will come up with it. 5:15 left in the ball game. It is a 34-point lead for the Lady Broncos. Miller left wing. Works back to the top of the key. Zaya will come pick her up. She'll go baseline. Turn around, step through, puts it up the right hand. Shot was blocked by Donnelly. Talia gave it up, got it back, laid it in. Timeout called by Eric Saylor for Bethany with 4:43 left here in the ball game. 62-26. We'll send it up to JD, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. This is the girls championship ball game from the Charles K. Haley Classic here on KBLP Live.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
62-26, the Lady Broncos in control of this one. 4:43 left in the ball game.
Yeah, and we're talking about you're up 36 and you're pressing, you know, and you still got some starters in. That's how you average 80 points a game and average beating people by 60.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got to look at a couple of things. One, Comanche has handled the press pretty well, and so it's been hasn't been that big a deal with them pressing. They do a good job of handling the press, but the problem that you've got is somebody can get hurt.
Yeah,
you know, that's the biggest thing.
Donnelly came up with the ball, went coast to coast, laid it in. 62-26, 64-26, I'm sorry. 3:52 left here in the ball game. Miller has it high on this right side. So the back over left side to Rendon. Picked up there by Reese. Miller drives down, sends it out into the corner. Whaley turns it down, comes back up top to Rendon. Bowles sends it back down to Miller. She'll step through the lane, puts it up way off the mark there. Donnelly with another rebound. And again, she'll look to drive and then lobs it down low to Leah Van off the bottom of the backboard, but they're going to say she was fouled, and I think Whaley's going to pick that one up.
I think number 11.
That is Gentry Whaley. Her second.
Oh, I'm on the wrong team.
And Talia Van misses that free throw.
See, this is what happens when you don't do Lindsay games.
When we're doing games other than ours.
Yeah.
Number 3, McKenna Calderon, the 5'7" freshman, checks in for the Lady Broncos, along with number 1, Madison Bibbs. She's a 5'8" freshman. Garlinger returns along with Roden to replace Rendon and Morris. Talia hits her second free throw. She has 5 in the ballgame. It's 65-26. A 39-point lead for the Lady Broncos. 3:15 to go in the ballgame. Miller drives down, gets it out to Bowles. She'll fire that 3, and it's up and good. Carson Bowles for 3. 65-29. Under 3 to go. Zaya comes left wing over to Calderon, back to Zaya, over to the right side for Bibbs. And then they go down underneath. Talia can't hit. That shot short on the rebound and put back, but Talia Van gets it right back and puts it back up and in. 67-29. Bowles across the timeline, threw it away. 18th turnover on the Lady Indians, and that is Madison Bibbs with the run-out layup. Takes it to a 40-point game, 69-29, and that will be another turnover. No, saved in bounds. If the Lady Indians hadn't given up on that, they might could have come back and got that one. Zaya to the high post to Donnelly, over to Talia. Back to Donnelly, stripped by Miller, and they're going to say it was off of the leg of Donnelly. It'll be turnover number 10 on the Lady Broncos. Reese Harris returns along with Madison McNutt for the Lady Broncos. And Garlinger is going to check out. Number 2, Jillian Hushbeck checks in for the Lady Indians. Miller across the timeline. Avoids the trap, sends it all the way over to Roden into the corner. That is Bowles for 3. That will not go. Hushbeck tracks down the rebound, but taps it back inbounds to McNutt. Harris. With a minute 25 to go, it's a 40-point Lady Bronco lead. Talia drives from the high post, lost the handle on the basketball. Roden comes up with it. Miller, all the way down, or 3-ball right corner, up and good for Gentry Whaley. 69-32. And whistle. Want to get a sub into the ball game for the Lady Indians. Miller is going to check out as the number 32, Jaylee Roebuck, checks in. And then Talia Van also checks out of the game for the Lady Broncos. Berkeley Johnson, the freshman, in for Bethany. Under a minute to go, they lob to Johnson at the high post. Come back out to Calderon. Harris from the left side, back up to Calderon. McNutt back over to Harris. Steps inside, lost the handle, turned it over. Whaley comes back with it, and then the reach in from behind on McNutt on the foul. And that is the 8th team foul. This will be free throws coming up for Gentry Whaley. 1-and-1 opportunity here with 45 seconds left.
Yeah, and you got to admire the way they've kept playing, kept fighting. You know, even though you're way down, they're still playing hard and doing things right.
Absolutely. 69-33 with another free throw coming up for Whaley. And that one won't drop for her. Harris with the rebound. To the high post for Johnson. To back out, 3-ball on the way, will not drop. Rebound pulled down by Bibbs, though. Lady Indians steal it right back. Baseline jumper up and good for Gentry Whaley. And subs coming in with 19 seconds left for the Lady Broncos. Number 15 is Maggie Larson, the senior. Number 30 is Inara Blackowl. And who did I miss?
There, number 3.
Number 3. Nope, Calderon's already been in there. Number 12.
15.
Jazz Katimu.
Oh.
Right side over to Bibbs. And another steal. Whaley with it. And she'll get fouled by Madison Bibbs on the way to a layup there. So Whaley will go back to the free throw line. Bibbs picks up her first. 4.2 seconds left. 69-35. And Whaley at the line, drops the front end of 2. And got them both. 69-37. And that'll do it. The Bethany Lady Broncos remain undefeated at 10-0 on the season. And they'll take home the championship plaque from the Charles K. Hately Classic, 69-37 to win over the very good Comanche Lady Indians team. We'll step aside and actually let's hang on to it here. They'll present the championship plaque here. Make sure we can get that while we're here. So again, this is the girls' championship game. So we'll also get the all-tournament team here. So let's.
Realize that Comanche has a very good girls basketball team. They just happen to be playing the #1 undefeated Class 4A team in the state tonight.
So Coach, the announcer, Dole Gredeman, announcing the runner-up for the plaque for the Comanche Lady Indians. And, of course, the championship plaque will go to the #1 team in the Class 4A in the state of Oklahoma, still undefeated at 10-0, the Bethany Lady Broncos. We're also going to get the announcement of the all-tournament team, so we'll stick here for that, see who we get for that. As they're still taking team pictures here.
Now we're going to do the all-tournament team.
So our all-tournament team announcements.
Some of these girls may have gone home, but if they did, no worries. We'll make sure they get their trophy. So here we go. We have 10 all-tournament team players, and we have an MVP. So from Pauls Valley, Jasmine Nunez.
Jasmine Nunez from Pauls Valley.
Call your name if you'll come out to center court. Jasmine still here. Okay, from Sulphur, Bryn Flood.
Bryn Flood from Sulphur. I believe that is daughter of one of Lindsay's own. Toby Flood, yep.
From Plainview, Emily Hedger.
Emily Hedger from Plainview. We got to see her today. We know how good she is.
From Plainview, Jason Hammond. From Lindsay, Emily Stone.
Emily Stone from the Lindsay Leopardettes. Congratulations. Emily makes the all-tournament team. I can see Emily. She's a long way from here.
Just jump the rail.
Yep. We don't have to wait for a goal. We can. I think Doyle's just going to wait till Emily gets all the way down here on the floor.
Yep.
Hey, it's in front of her home crowd. I mean, I don't guess there's anything wrong with that.
No.
Emily had done this, she'd have sat down lower. Also from Lindsay, Cameron Perry.
And Cameron Perry from Lindsay. Congratulations, Cameron. She's also up in the top section, so it will take her a minute to get down here. So congratulations, a couple of Leopardettes making it to the all-tournament team.
She was in the top two, okay. Okay. There she comes.
Cameron Perry makes it to the floor for, again, her
From Comanche, Kylie Roden.
Kylie Roden from Comanche.
Also from Comanche, one of the best basketball players we've seen in a long time, Gracie Miller.
Gracie Miller, of course, already has signed and committed to play at UCO next year.
From Bethany, Zaya Van.
Zaya Van from this championship Bethany team.
Bethany don't have to walk quite as far. And the girls from Comanche as well. Also from Bethany, Caden Donnelly.
Dayton Donley makes the all-tournament team from Bethany.
And most valuable player from Bethany, Keziah Lofton.
Keziah Lofton, named as the MVP. And she has already committed to OU as a sophomore.
Yeah, verbally committed. You can't legally sign.
Right, but verbally has.
Yeah, letter of intent can't be signed, but she has committed verbally. So
we'll see. We will see her at the next level for sure here in a few years.
Yep.
But again, congratulations to all of those girls, but especially we want to say congrats to Emily Stone, Cameron Perry, making it to the all-tournament team.
Yep.
So Glenn, my numbers I don't think add up well, but I came up with 21 for Keziah Lofton and 22 for Zaya Van.
Yep.
And 15 for Caden Donnelly. Gracie Miller finishes with 17. Again, these are all unofficial, but this was a fun game to watch, and too many turnovers. But hey, hats off to two reasons. One, the Bethany Lady Broncos are the real deal.
Yeah,
they're 10-0. They'll win a state championship. I don't know anybody in the state will probably stay up with them.
Yeah.
But the other side of that is hats off the Lady Indians. One of the lower scoring games that Bethany's had this year, and definitely one of the smaller margins of victory they've had this year. So, hey, hats off. Lady Indians played a great game. So we're going to step aside, and we will end this stream. For those of you who are watching this on our YouTube channel of KBLPlive, we're going to end this stream. But stay right there. We're going to turn around and fire up our stream for our boys matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Bethany Broncos. So stay close. The new stream will be up momentarily. We'll be ready to go live and bring you up to date on that game coming up right after this timeout on your sports leader in South Central Oklahoma, KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain desire, we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.